Good morning. Welcome back to SBJ Weekend Review. I'm the guy you're here for, Keagan Holsey. To my left, your co-host, Chad Holsey.
What's up?
And joining us today is my beautiful girlfriend, Emma Grace. Hello, Emma Grace. Welcome.
Hello.
Thanks for coming on the show today. Dad, how we doing?
Good. It's not morning, but
oh, true. Yeah, it's after
but
dark.
no, it's fine. We are leaving town tomorrow to go to Florida for Eve with the family. We do a big Christmas Eve event with family in Florida. So we're leaving in the morning. So we thought we'd do the podcast tonight, and we convinced Emma Grace to come on here and talk about Christmas. So we're glad she's here.
Yeah. Well, since we got a lot of Christmas stuff to go over, you want to dive right into this morning or this past weekend?
Yeah. Hey, why don't you tell us about the youth Wednesday night? What happened there? What all were y'all doing Wednesday night?
It was a long time ago. Well, I know we did a gingerbread competition. First, we started off with a little candy swap game, and basically, kids bring a $1 box candy wrapped up, and what's the game called?
It's called White Elephant Gift, I think.
Yeah, so we did that, and there's a couple people that went a little overboard. It was Matthew and Gabriel. They brought a big box filled with like 10 of those little box candies. So
that's the one you wanted.
Kind of messed up the game a little bit at first because everybody was going for those, obviously, because why wouldn't you? You get 10 for the price of one. But then a couple people decided to play who didn't bring anything and didn't tell me that they didn't bring anything. And so you get to the end and there's a couple people, it's their turn to go pick something, and there's nothing under the tree, so that got a little interesting. So we had to
That's awesome.
problem solve halfway through. I went to the guy that had the box of 10. I said, "Give me a couple of those."
We're gonna need a couple, thank you.
But that was good.
Worked out.
Gingerbread competition. Looking back, if I could do it all over again, I'd put something down on top of the tables because I think those 3 tables upstairs are ruined.
So how many for your students that was their first time to ever do a gingerbread house?
I didn't ask them, so I have no
It's
idea.
amazing to me how many people have not done a gingerbread house.
Or how many people have only done kits.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty normal to do kits.
Is it really?
If you're
think
from a
so.
cheating family.
If you're from a family with no
morals.
no morals. Wow. I've only done a kit once.
I've only ever done kits.
I now
Really?
have
Yeah.
done a kit this year.
The one that we did at my house, it came with like pieces to hold it up so it wouldn't fall over.
But here's the deal.
Let's go cheat.
After doing the kit, I'm not convinced that the kit's almost harder.
Is it really? Why?
The pieces
They're
weren't
too
the right
heavy,
size.
so they don't
They're
like
so heavy.
stay together, so they fall very easily.
The frosting that comes with it's terrible.
Yeah.
They gave us red icing to paint the barn.
Very difficult.
That's a nightmare. And one square is supposed to be broken off into 2 different pieces. She goes to do it, snaps everything in half, million pieces.
Yeah, you
and
did
so
the
I'm,
same thing.
I'm getting frustrated with her. I'm like, she just broke that thing. And then I went to do the other part. I broke mine as well.
Even worse.
So
than
then I
me.
was like, all right, this kit's a piece of junk.
It was fun though.
So when we did our gingerbread house the other day, I have found that if you're wanting to do the graham crackers, use scissors. They worked really, really well. Don't tell your mom, but scissors worked really, really well.
Did you use her kitchen scissors?
I don't know. They were on the table.
Yeah,
we were
those
using
are the
them to
wrapping
cut the
paper
corner,
scissors.
cut the corner for the icing, and I also use it to cut some graham crackers too.
Well, anyways,
Worked good.
Gingerbread competition was good. I was laughing because the guy who seemed to be putting in the most effort was Noah Hendricks, and his just kept falling down repeatedly. And I went over there and helped him. There's a picture of it where I'm holding it together, and I looked up at Haley and I said, as soon as I let go of this, the entire thing's going to fall. And sure enough, when I let go, the whole thing collapsed again. But there's like globs of stuff that was on the table that I should have wiped off that night, but we were rushing to go do another run through for the Shadow Nativity, and so I just left it for Friday. I'm up there with the big scrapers we have in the wash bay, and I'm scraping this. It's not budging, so I don't know what to do about those tables.
Hot water.
And then I even was like, all right, I'm going to mop the floors up here because they're a little gross. It really didn't make a difference. I think those floors are just permanently cooked.
Well, what we need to do is just clean them really well and repaint them.
I mopped it so much. I was mopping to the point of sweating, and it was like 50 degrees up there.
Yeah,
So
that's gross.
I don't know what else to do, but the Christmas party was good. I think our top 3 places were Gabby and Amy got robbed. I'm not gonna lie. Trent was our special judge. Gabby and Amy did a duo. He didn't know whose was whose, but Gabby and Amy did a duo. They definitely should have been top 3. They didn't get it. I disagree with that decision. But Sarah Grace, Avery, I think, and Braylon were our top 3 places. No guys in the top 3 this year. Most of the guys went pretty lazy and just did like a square.
Yeah, well, so that's the hardest part, right? Like building your house. Once the house is built, the rest is fun and easy. But getting that structure up and stable and not falling. Like right now, I can go back and do the one that we did at the house because it's all dry. I could do anything I wanted to that thing now. Yeah. So I thought about going back and cutting it and redoing it and making it look gorgeous. And then I went, it's too much effort.
Well, it's one of those, once it dries, it's dry kind of thing. While we're building ours at the house, mine had shifted in the back as I was decorating the front, didn't realize it, and then it hardened. Yeah. So my whole thing's lopsided and nothing's lined up right at all, and it was too late to fix it. So I was
it's definitely not square.
So I gave up and started playing VR.
Gotcha. Yeah, well,
which was really fun.
I started eating those. I just started eating stuff, so that was the best part. For me, that's the best part of gingerbread house making is just eating all the stuff that's supposed to be on the house. It's fantastic.
Yeah, good time.
Yep, gumdrops, they're the best.
I don't think we did anything else at the Christmas party. We were kind of rushed because Mom wanted us to do another run through of the Shadow Nativity. And I was worried because last time we had we did our end of the year party. We ended up trying to help the kids with something, and we were told it was going to be like 15 minutes. So I had this whole party for us planned, and it ended up taking the entire time, so we didn't get to our party. And it was funny, while we were doing the Shadow Nativity stuff, Gabby looked at me and crossed her arms, and she said, "It's happening again." So
it's happening.
They were worried they weren't going to get their party, but we got it. We got it done.
Well, maybe we need to do a party on an off night where things won't interfere and cause issues.
Yeah. Well, and then the other complaint I had is we're trying to do our Christmas party, and Mom's got the gym reserved for the kids.
Yep.
Upstairs reserved for the kids. Fellowship hall reserved for the kids. Every table is reserved for the kids. The teens get nothing.
Well,
why does she get the whole building?
I don't know. We can bring her in and ask her.
And we're banished up at the attic, and that's all we get.
Well, you should be lucky you have the attic.
Guy's a ringer on every week. I don't know if you listen to the show, but his phone goes off every single week.
Hey, it happens. I'm an important dude.
Sure. Well, yeah, so that was the Christmas party. I think the kids' Christmas party went good, or their birthday party for Jesus. But I don't know what the adults were doing. I know the ladies were helping rap.
In us, we talked about Haman and Mordecai from the book of Esther, and it was a fun conversation. And we just talked about when you feel like you have somebody against you and out for you. And then the ladies, they help wrap papers and do stuff with the kids. So it was very nice of them to volunteer to do that because that's just a big undertaking, helping them kids shop and then wrapping their presents and then sending all that stuff home with them. So yeah. I appreciate the ladies taking a night off and doing that for our kids. It's very, very cool. So,
what are y'all talking about in Sunday school?
Sunday school, we talked about our Heavenly Father. So we're in Isaiah, where it's just talking about the different names of Jesus and different names of God that's there as he talks about Wonderful Counselor.
We talked about that today.
Did you? Copycatter. You always do that. And
you do that.
It's really frustrating. And so anyhow, we talked about that he's our Heavenly Father or Eternal Father. And then we just did kind of like the conversation of our earthly fathers compared to our Heavenly Fathers and how that is not a fair comparison. Yeah, because there's no way your earthly father can compare to your Heavenly Father and vice versa. And so it's kind of one of those deals that becomes really, really a tough deal because, and I think people get frustrated with their Heavenly Father because their earthly father was not a good father.
Yeah.
So we talked about that. We broke that down, what that looks like, and different conversations on that. And then we talked about, hey, there's nothing you can do about your earthly father, but if you are a father, you can do something about that. And so we talked about the importance of being a good father regardless of whether you had a good father or not. So that was a fun conversation.
Yeah. It's weird that we both touched on Wonderful Counselor because I was referencing Isaiah and Wonderful Counselor and stuff, but we were in Luke, so I don't know. Don't know how we ended up talking about that, but
because it's also said in Luke too, I think.
Oh, so, well, it wasn't where we read.
Okay, well then
I didn't see it.
Maybe not.
We started a Luke series and then got pulled off of that when the Shadow Nativity stuff got dumped on me last second. But I say dumped on me. I really didn't do much. Mom kind of did everything.
Yeah.
So Mom and Haley were great. I was mainly just the prop hander guy and texting parents and stuff like that. But anyways.
And it went well.
So, yeah, in the practices, I just kind of sat there and made jokes and was the funny guy.
Is that what y'all did at Sunday school today, or did y'all do something different today?
No, we did. So I did a 20-minute lesson so that we could have time to do another run-through, because those that were in the first service didn't notice, but we messed up the shadow nativity then. And so Mom wanted to do a quick run-through for those that are joining late, because we had to get a lot of extra help because people dropped this morning, stuff like that. So wanted to get one more run through in, so she told me to end a little bit early. But we're in Luke 2 today.
Yeah,
which is
seems to be a good place to be today.
Well, I mean, that's what I said. I was like, well, I guess it's a good thing that we kind of missed last week, because it's better that this week's was this. So just went through the story. We went through 3 categories of people that God, we're reading about how God favored, and the 3 categories of people were. Gosh, I should have written these down. I
say this every week.
I know. I literally
every
talked about
week.
This morning.
Grace, he says this every
week. You're
week.
not having to sacrifice your phone.
Right. Well, because it's important. I need it because I'm a worker. I got things going on.
A worker. Yeah.
Yep.
The only thing your phone does while we're doing shows is making noise when it doesn't need to be.
Probably doesn't need to be.
Yeah, but there's 3 categories of people. I think the first one is those whose lives were messy. We kind of talked about how shepherds weren't, at that time, it was a job for mostly kids or ex-prisoners, people that really couldn't get any kind of other jobs, like the lowest kind of labor you could have.
It definitely wasn't a glorified position, for sure.
And
absolutely.
They were people that were thought of as untrustworthy, dishonest people. So we kind of talked about the importance of that, and the fact that the angels went to them to make that announcement first. Those were the first people that they went to. And so that was pretty cool. I enjoyed.
Well, and the whole way that he came just seems backwards, right? Like he came in a manger, not in a castle.
Yeah.
He came as a child, not as a king. He came to the shepherds, not to the rich. And so we see that seems to be his practice. He goes to the people that you wouldn't think he would go to. But that just shows you that he loves everybody, and it covers the whole gamut of that. So that's kind of a neat deal. So,
and I don't remember the second one, but it goes hand in hand with the first. And then the third was those who are guilty, and touching back on the fact that shepherds were thought of as dishonest, where a lot of times we're ex-prisoners and stuff, but how God still sees them, values them. But it was more about the differences, because obviously they're not any more guilty than anybody else. The kind of point we were making today is that they knew about it. And I used the story of, I don't know if you remember when Cade came to you at VBS here, my little cousin, and was wanting to get saved. And the first question you asked him was, "Are you a sinner?" And he said no. And you said,
"Yep." End of conversation.
You said, "Okay, well, you can go back with your friends." He went, "Okay." And walked off.
Yay! And he was happy to go back with his friends.
And so kind of just talking about not just the fact that he came for the guilty, but you got to know that you're guilty and understand that and stuff.
Well, so the whole thought is you can't you don't need a savior until you know that you need a savior. You know what I mean? So until you know that you're guilty, until you know that you're lacking, until you are at the age where you realize that you're a sinner, then if you don't need a savior, then you don't need a savior.
Yeah.
So that's.
And then the verse, I think it's verse 11, where they say, "For unto you a child is born," and talking about the importance of the gift language there. It's not, they didn't just say hey, a savior's been born, but hey, for you a savior has been born, and then talked about the idea, kind of what you touched on main service, this idea of a gift and how accepting it, and kind of opened up opportunity to say, while we're doing this run through, if you want to come, if you haven't accepted that gift, you want to come talk to one of us, do it. Nobody did, but
but I do believe there were several folks that do need to make a decision, and I believe there are several folks that heard a clear presentation of the gospel, and so at that point, all we can do is just give that to God and let God have that, right? So, but yeah, I mean, we did our part. We presented it. We gave it. What people do with it, that's up to them.
Yeah. But and then I kind of talked. Then we talked about the 3 ways they responded. The shepherds responded, and it was we talked about it's really the only appropriate ways to respond. how it's not just a way that the shepherds respond, but how we should also respond. The first is that they believed it. They immediately accepted it and said, hey, let's go see this thing.
Yeah.
And then the second was they worshipped. I kind of just went on a little rant about the importance of worship and how it's not about us, which is always a fun conversation.
Well, and this is the crazy thing is most of us get worship backwards. We try to make worship about us when it's not about us at all. It's about Him.
Yeah, I'm really bad at worship practice. Some of the songs, I'll be like, I hate this song. It's like, well, it's not for me, so who cares?
And that's the key. And
we did play my favorite Christmas song today, which rocked. So
it was awesome.
Mom hates that song, I found out.
Really? Which song is it?
Beautiful Star of Bethlehem.
So good. And you know, I had several people come up to me and go,
do you need to take that?
No. I had several people come up to me and go, man, I'm glad we did that song. I haven't heard that song
good.
in forever.
Have you heard that one before?
Yeah.
No.
Banger.
Banger.
I did enjoy it. Yeah, it was good.
And then the third was that they went and told everyone. It was funny. The verse says that they told everybody that would listen, which I think is just so awesome. Then I kind of touched on, I used Jay McGoy as an example and the crazy situations that he puts himself and his people into.
Crazy, yeah.
Just for the importance of telling people about God. And I was saying I'm not telling you got to go swim in gator infested waters, but you see people like that, it makes you a whole lot more willing to go out in your own backyard and
called to go into alligator infested swamps to tell people about Jesus, but you are called to tell the people you come in contact with. It's your responsibility to invite them. It's your responsibility to tell them, live that life, be that example. And
just look at the excitement that the shepherds had to go and tell people, and
and they did, absolutely.
Kind of praying that you would have that kind of excitement and realize the value of the gift that we've gotten, and then want to go share that with other people. But that's pretty much it for Sunday school. We're going to move on to Luke 3 next week.
Luke 3, they head off to Egypt.
Main service was good.
I think it went good.
I didn't like that I was hidden.
I did.
It would have been.
it was nice not to see you drop your drumsticks.
I didn't even drop it today either, which is
that's because no one's looking at you.
Which, by the way, Grandpa the goat got me some drum stuff, and one of the things in it is some drummer gloves.
There you go. You need them. You've been needing them.
That'd be Don brewing it up. But anyways, it would have been different if somebody else was back there with me. I asked Haley to step behind the curtain so I wasn't alone, so I had someone to look at and make faces at and stuff. She said no, which was kind of shocking. I would have thought she would have been all over.
She would jump on that.
Yeah, I mean, what a golden opportunity for someone who doesn't like to be seen.
Well, maybe she really does like to be seen and we don't know it.
Yeah,
maybe she's been tricking us.
Who knows? But yeah, so I was back there by myself,
trickster.
Which made communion I didn't know how that was going to flesh out. I thought, because it went quiet for so long and I can't see anything, and I was like, they forgot about me.
Yeah.
And so I'm standing up and I was about to walk out, and as I'm coming around the corner to try to tell someone, hey, bring me some bread, Mom was there already with it.
Yeah, she made sure to get
the bread was very crisp and good today.
Very crunchy.
It was fresh. It's better than tasting like styrofoam.
Yeah.
I was grateful for the crunch.
Well, the one Mom originally ordered would have tasted like that.
We do have that at home, and we can play with it when we get home. So we ordered. I called Tracy. She ordered stuff for me. I said, hey, order me some communion bread, and she ordered the Catholic round wafers that you put on people's tongues. And I was like, hey, I can go around and do that. Just put that on everybody's tongue. But we decided we probably need to stick with what we normally do, just so we didn't freak people out. And luckily, thanks to Amazon, we were able to have it here pretty quick. So that was good. So yeah, in both services, we had a great song set. We had piano player, full set, and it was good. And the music, of course, was Christmas, and that was great. And then they did a special which went really, really well, and then y'all did the Shadow Nativity. So tell us about the Shadow Nativity.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know a whole lot to say. I just want a quick shout out to everybody that was a part, and even further, even better shout out to those that got here at 8 o'clock this morning to do a quick run through. I know not everybody was able to make it, but
it's hard because they're relying on their parents to get here, right, so that makes it tough.
And we had a couple sick this morning. Avery was supposed to be a three-part actress. She was throwing up this morning. She couldn't make it, which I was scared because I got a text from Miss Dickinson on my way to church, and I only read the first part, and it said, hate to be the bearer of bad news. And I went, we lost Gabby and Avery. I was like, they're both out. And I was like, we're cooked. There's no way we're going to be able to replace all these different parts. And I read it and it just said, Avery's throwing up, but I'm sending my husband to take Gabby. I was like, oh,
sweetness.
Still got Gab.
Yes.
So, yeah, a lot of people that were originally unwilling to do it, after I gave them a quick pep talk, we got a few that were reluctantly willing.
Well, and I feel like for the most part, maybe not all of them, but for the most part, they seem to have a really good time and enjoy doing it.
Yeah, and they did. A lot of people couldn't even come to any of the practices. Their first run through or even seeing what it looked like was this morning, which is very scary. For me, even though I don't think anybody knows that me, Mom, and Haley were the ones doing it, I think for the most part people just think it's just the teens doing something. So I don't know why I thought it would reflect poorly on me, because it's really not my thing. But everybody killed it, did their part. We had a slight mess up in the first, but obviously nobody knows what the show's supposed to look like, so nobody knows that it was messed up. The funniest part about the first service, Sarah Grace had forgot the baby Jesus, and Tucker is out there. He turns around to get the baby to hand it to Sarah Grace. He grips the baby's head like a basketball and does like this. So it's all in the shadow. You can see it. It's just Tucker's hand palming a baby's head with its body going outwards, and he passes it to Sarah Grace. And I was cracking up so hard about that. It was so funny. And then he went to lift up. Mom had taped the star to the roof, which second show we didn't do that. And when they lifted it up, and it's this spiky thing of styrofoam with a dowel rod on it. Yeah. And it drops off and hits Sarah Grace on top of the head.
I was cracking up.
She jumps and goes like that. So I'm dying laughing back there. I was
thinking there went the Star of Bethlehem.
It's so funny. We're cracking up back there. And it was fun because, obviously it's quiet, so you're trying to be quiet.
Yeah.
There's so much going on. And, Slade's coming up and trying to talk to me. And he did great, by the way. Slade was awesome. He was adorable.
And then even
Annabelle
stepping in and doing her deal. That's awesome.
She filled in for Avery that morning while we were doing run through. Of course, Marcinkas are always here early, but they're out there playing around and stuff. And I told Mom, I said, "Hey, Avery's not coming." She said, "Go grab Annabelle." And I ran out there and went, "Annabelle, you want to be an angel?" And she immediately jumped up and said, "I'm in."
Yeah,
and walked with it. We knew she'd be all over it. But she's a big help. Super funny. Of course, if you're a kid,
why wouldn't you?
Heck yeah, I want to do something with the teens. Let me be a part of that. That's awesome.
Oh, and she was smack dab in the middle of them too, like she.
Yeah, yeah.
Like she owned the place.
She sasses all of them as if she's the same age as them. She's hilarious.
She has no worries there, man. So,
but I forgot that I had shaved my mustache, and when I walked in today, Annabelle looked at me and said, "You look weird."
That's a good way to be.
Thank you.
Good morning to you too.
Well, Mom hit me with that yesterday morning. We were sitting there watching the movie, and she looked over at me and said, "You look so weird."
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.
So sweet.
Well, it's good to see you.
Getting a lot of
and your
love.
hair was crazy, and you were having several.
Well, we had hunted that morning, and I wasn't gonna.
Yeah, you were looking rough.
Shower because I was gonna go see my lady friend later at night. I was like, I'll just wait to shower before.
Wait till then. Yeah.
Especially because I knew I was gonna get on the VR boxing game and get all sweaty again.
Gotcha. Yeah. No. So. It was good. In the first service, one of the complications that we had was no one told our sound and video people what was going on.
I was wondering because
that's the reason why it took forever. I went up and I said, "Has no one talked to y'all?" And this was like all the lights are out and people are just sitting there. And I walked up. I said, "Do y'all know what's going on?" And they both looked and said, "No one's even talked to us." And I said, "Okay, so the song is on the computer." So she found that.
I think me and Mom just assumed that you took care of it.
And I said, and then you need to turn on the media. He goes, "Media? Where's the media?" Oh no! Uh-oh. So I had to run around, open the door, get him there, turn the media on, get it where it needs to be. Sorry, don't pound because it shows up on there. But
it makes the mics do a weird noise.
Right, and so once we got that going, then it went okay. And so the second service, it went fine.
Was it Trent in the sound booth?
Yeah.
You're expecting too much from Trent.
I might have been. Well, but it's truly your fault for not communicating with them.
Well, I didn't know what I was. Look, this thing was put on me like a week ago.
No, I get you. And so I think what I thought was you and Mom were going to tell them, and I think y'all thought that I was going to tell them, and it just didn't happen. It's really not their fault at all. And I felt bad. And in fact, Trent goes, "Oh, this is going to be good. I wonder what they're doing." I mean, he had no clue, man. They didn't know what was happening. So the whole thing.
Well, you would think he would be like, during worship practice, be like, "Hey, what's this curtain for?"
Yeah, well, and that was
ask some questions.
Well, that's the crazy part. We totally messed that up, and I'll take the blame for that. That's on me. I just assumed that y'all did, and I guess y'all assumed I did, and that made for a big mess.
But the people seemed to really enjoy it. First service, we had a couple people crying. Second service, we had a lot of people crying, and we even got a standing ovation, which was crazy.
Yeah, it was great.
As I was walking out, a lady sobbing looked at me and said, "That was beautiful, thank you." And I was like, wow. You just kind of don't know how people are going to take things. Like, I don't know.
Well, you don't know, and that's the beautiful thing, though, in it is although it's just shadows, with that song, it's just, just such a beautiful song, and that just kind of brought that song to life.
Well, because I don't know if I'm just cynical or what, but Mom, when she originally sent me the TikTok, I watched it, and I said, "Nah, that's dumb." And I didn't even respond to her. She said, "You think you and the teens can pull this off?" And I watched the video and went, "Psh, it looks like a big waste of time." So I didn't even answer her. She skipped right over me and went to you. And then y'all both were like, "Hey, you're doing this." And I was like, "Oh, okay, sick."
So, Emma Grace, do you find Keagan's, when he's cynical, does that happen a lot in what y'all are doing?
Kind of.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's just
when has that ever been a problem?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's a problem, but I get you don't want to talk about it. It's fine. So, but anyhow, and then the service we talked about, of course, Luke chapter 2. We talked about the gift. So the last 3 weeks we've been talking about gifts. Mary received gifts. Joseph received gifts. We received gift. That gift, of course, is Jesus Christ.
Your play on the word presence was nice.
Presence, you like that?
That was good.
I mean, yeah. So there's things. The presence is the present. The presence of Jesus is the present. It's so great. So it'll be good. Yeah. And so we again for 3 weeks we just talked about the fact that Jesus is the gift, that He is valuable, and you can't earn it, you can't pay for it. And so it was just really, really good. The whole goal today was to present a very clear salvation message, and so we tried to accomplish it. I don't know if we accomplished it or not, but we tried, and so I thought it went well. And then of course we did communion. We used to do communion around Christmas and around Easter. I think we should do.
Did y'all do it first service too?
Yep. And so then I had somebody come up to me, and it was an interesting question. They said, "If we've already done communion, do we do it again?" And I said, "Well, why wouldn't you?"
Oh, no.
He goes, "Well, I just don't know, because I've never been in a place where we're doing 2 services and communion, where I had to do it twice." I said, I don't think God's against it, so let's do it. So I said, I have to do it because I'm leading the service. And I said, there's a lot of churches that do multiple services and do multiple communions. So I said, I think you're fine. He goes, all right. He goes, I just didn't want to do nothing I wasn't supposed to do.
I'm just now realizing Brandy asked me to come back for the music part of communion during the first service, and I had completely forgotten, and I wasn't in there.
So we're in the first service doing communion, and Tracy hits the back door, and she's looking at me. I'm like, I thought I had done something. I'm like, oh, I didn't do it. She goes, I'm supposed to be up there singing. And I go, well, then get up here. I don't know what to tell you, So the two service thing can cause some logistical issues.
Well, Brandy, if you're listening, I am so sorry. I completely slipped my mind.
He's not sorry.
I am. I went to my office and was studying for Sunday school and just didn't think about it at all. But I was in there for the second service, if that counts for anything.
It was good. And there's grape juice left over in the fridge if you want to grab that. So, communion grape juice. I don't know.
Yeah, but we're about to go to town, dude.
Take it with you on the trip. It'll be great. So, but anyhow, yeah, that was the services. That was the weekend. It was a good weekend. It'd have been better if someone would have been saved, but I'm not in charge of that. God's in charge of that.
Are you saved yet?
Yes, I am.
Well, can only hope. And so, yeah, no, it was good. It was a good weekend.
Yeah.
So, what do we want to get into next?
I'd kind of like to start with the topic I had.
Okay, let's look at your topic.
And then we'll jump into your many topics.
Okay.
I want to get everybody's top 5 Christmas movies, because I think this is an important discussion that we haven't had yet.
Well, let's start with Emma Grace, because she hasn't spoke much since we've been here.
So here's how we'll do it. You throw out your number 5, and then we'll go, and that gives you time to think about your number 4.
I can't even think of my number 5 right now. So
Do you need a piece of paper to write it down?
maybe.
Would that help?
That probably
How
would
about
help.
what if we go through our list?
Yeah, y'all
and
do that.
and then we'll
Yeah.
end with you.
Yeah.
Because I've got mine and I'm ready to go. Let me think through it real quick.
Yeah.
I know what my favorite is.
Yeah, so that's good. So you have one.
Yeah.
So now working backwards.
Okay, yeah, I got him. All right, so my number 5 spot, I got Elf.
My number 5 is Tombstone.
How is Tombstone a Christmas movie?
There had to been Christmas during that time.
There's not.
Okay, never mind then. I'll work on another.
I mean,
number 5.
that's my favorite movie of all time. If we want to get into that.
Yeah, no, we don't. We don't
I mean,
get that.
and
Don't get that.
since it's my favorite movie of all time, I can tell you, if they celebrate Christmas, then I'm shocked that I didn't remember any scenes involving
I'm just
Christmas.
messing with you. Yeah, no, I'm just messing with you. So my top 5.
I've been showing her clips from Tombstone, trying to get her fired up. So
You got to watch it. It'll change your life.
My thought is, it's such a long movie that if I try to get her to watch it without her being fired up about it first,
Yeah, you're wasting
we
your
might
time.
lose her.
No, I got you. Yeah, we can lose her. We don't want to do that.
So I've been showing her the clips, and not me. I'm in my prime.
I'm in my prime. So anyhow, my number 5. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. 5 would be. I'm gonna go, and this is a big argument whether it is 5 or not, or that it's a Christmas
So
movie. or not.
you're taking my number 1 then?
Oh, I might be. I don't know, but I'm gonna go with Die Hard.
Yeah, that's my number 1.
We were not supposed to know that yet.
Well, you kind of spoiled me.
I didn't mean to spoil.
And
you.
it is
I'm just-
100% a Christmas
number 5.
movie.
Well-
We have our family members in Texas try to fight us. Have you ever seen Die Hard?
Never seen it.
You would love it. It's
Wow.
very gets you in the holiday spirit.
It makes you want to celebrate Christmas. It really makes you want to open up presents.
It makes you want to go to my Aunt Debbie's house and drink some eggnog.
And do a gingerbread house. It just
Yeah.
does that. It just brings out the Christmas spirit.
So I'll show it to you. You'll love
So
it.
number 4.
My number 4. And so there's a couple slots in my top 5 where I've just crammed a whole series of movies together and threw them
Gotcha.
out there.
No, I got you.
My number
they're
4
different.
is going to be the Home Alone series.
Okay, so I'm just going to go with Home Alone 1. Not
See,
the whole
I think
series.
Home Alone 2 is better than 1.
Nah, no.
I think the first one's the best one.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
I
you.
mean-
I appreciate
Her
your.
opinion's pretty irrelevant.
It's not though, because we
That's
brought her
rude.
on.
Dude,
so.
she was more excited about the Zootopia movie. than
Zootopia
any
is
other
a good movie.
Than any other movie
It's a
we've
great
gone
movie.
and seen. Zootopia is what she was most excited for.
Okay, well, you told me you liked the second one whenever we watched it, so.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
I reviewed it 1 star on Letterboxd.
Whatever.
That is not a good review.
So Home Alone, you're good with.
Yes, it's probably my number 2. I know my top 3.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Well, so how about you want to just jump in with us when we get to 3?
Sure.
Just
Yeah.
say your 4, and then we'll swing it to her.
My
for 3.
4 is Home Alone. I already said Home Alone, but not the series, just one.
All right, Emma Grace, what's your number 3?
Number 3.
Probably is it what we watched when we were making gingerbread houses? What is that called? Santa Claus?
Santa Claus.
I
Fantastic.
think.
Everybody keeps.
Which one's the one with the Jack Frost? Because that's not the
That's
one that I
number
like.
3, and it's the worst.
I think I like the second one.
Second one is the best.
So yeah, that's my number
the
3.
The toy soldier
Yeah.
one.
Yep. Nope.
Lame.
Yep. I agree. I agree with you.
Second one's the worst one.
Yep. No.
The third one is the
It goes
worst
1,
one.
3, 2.
No.
Yeah.
By far.
What's your number 3?
Same with High School Musical, 1, 3, 2.
Why are we talking about High School Musical? That's terrible. to
Actually,
keep
I'll
up
say
with.
this: High School Musical number 2's got the best music, but number 3's got the best story. Anyways, let's jump back into
The whole
Christmas.
thing's terrible. So what's
My
your
number 3 is Jim Carrey's Grinch.
Ooh.
That-
So really good.
That's my number 1. So
Hey,
Okay.
we're not there yet.
So
I don't care.
I don't like the Grinch at all. So it's not in my list. But my number 3 was Disney's Night Before Christmas. Oh no, no. What's
That's
that
a
one?
Halloween movie.
No, I didn't mean that. So
Nightmare Before Christmas
No, not
is a
Nightmares.
Halloween movie.
Nope. Disney's.
It literally said, "This is
Well,
Halloween.
listen,
This is
listen.
Halloween."
Shut up. What's the name of that? Where Ebenezer Scrooge. What's that movie called?
A Christmas Carol.
Yeah, the Disney's Christmas Carol, number 3. It's fantastic.
Wow.
It's great. It's one of the best.
I haven't seen that one in a long time. Is that I don't know which
So
one's
the first time
Disney
you saw
one.
it, we were at an IMAX with the teenagers in San Angelo. Was the first
So
time
that
we
is
saw
the
it.
Disney one. That I'm
And
thinking
it
of.
is so good. It's 3D, and it was fantastic.
I like the shadow part's kind of scary.
The whole
With
thing.
the shadow horses.
It's super crazy. But at the end, Ebenezer Scrooge is the man, and it's fantastic.
I like watching him hold on to the car and skate down the road. It's
Yep.
pretty sick.
No, it's great.
Okay,
No, it's
now
good.
I know my number one. I completely forgot about it, but I'll say it whenever it's number one.
Okay, so number 2,
My number 2 is the Tim Allen Santa Claus series.
the whole series.
Yeah, I mean,
All of them. I
No
got you.
point in
No.
nitpicking. So you watch because we've never just watched one of the movies. We watch the whole thing in one sitting every time we do it.
No, never have done that except for last night.
The past 2 years we've done that.
That is ridiculous because I was not a part of that.
I was literally, it was me, you, Mom, and Haley in the living room, and I was laying on an air mattress on the floor with the giant blue blanket that I had just gotten for Christmas.
So what's your number 2?
The first Home Alone.
First Home Alone.
Yeah.
We are in accord. First Home Alone is second, and it's good. It's really, really good. I think Tim Allen does a good job, and the way the story's written, and the way he took over Santa Claus, and how that laid out. That just makes
y'all
all
are talking
kinds
about
of
two
sense.
completely different things, by the way.
What'd she say?
She said Home Alone. You're talking about Tim Allen.
Oh, I'm talking about
Claus.
Santa Claus 1. Sorry. My bad.
It's fine.
So I got excited.
I said Tim Allen. She's not, and then you said taking over Santa Claus. I'm like, yeah,
so
y'all are
sorry.
not
So
on the same
so what
page.
was your number 2?
The first Home Alone.
Home Alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my third or fourth. Anyhow, my number 2 is Santa Claus 1. Sorry. That's my number 1. This is the reason why my sister doesn't listen to us, because we're all over the place. I was talking to my sister Debbie the other day. She says, yeah, I can't listen to y'all. Y'all are all over the
We
place.
still got
It drives me
Rebecca though.
crazy.
Rebecca's still listening.
Yeah, Nicole's in, and I love that Nicole's in, and that's awesome. It really makes her upset when you call her Rebecca, but she is in, and I'm glad she listens. Debbie, however, does not
Deborah.
like how we're all over the place.
Yeah, well,
It drives her
Debbie
crazy.
is a rotten cheater using hot glue on her gingerbread
She
houses.
did cheat on her gingerbread house. All right, number 1.
The Polar Express.
Oh, I didn't even think
I
about
forgot
that.
about that one.
Polar
Mid.
Express
That
is great because they
The
do a lot of
best
chocolate.
movie ever. Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Mid.
You don't like Polar Express?
Just
What's your number one then?
well, Die Hard. But since Die Hard's already been
gosh.
said, I think I'm gonna switch to It's a Wonderful Life. It's a banger.
I've never seen all of it.
It's really good. I like it a
I
lot.
don't think I've even
We
seen
usually
it.
this is the first
It's black
year.
and white.
This is the first year in the past 3 years we didn't play it for the teens during Sunday school.
We need to watch
Because
it.
normally I don't teach on Christmas stuff. We just watch It's a Wonderful Life.
Well, Dusty started that. but
Yeah,
it's a
and I
wonderful-
liked it, so I kept the trend.
I don't think I've ever watched the whole thing.
Well, join our Sunday school
But all
class.
I remember, all I know is he's trying to jump off the bridge because he has gotten to a bad place. That's a really good thing to be teaching teenagers. You get to a bad place, go find a cold bridge. And so anyhow, George, I think his name is George, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know how you know all these movie characters' names and don't know.
I know, right? It's crazy.
You can't remember church members' names or any of my friends'
I
names.
can't remember my own kids' names.
Yeah.
But George, what's his last name though? George.
Dude, I don't know. I haven't seen it since last year.
What is it, Emma Grace?
No
She's
idea.
definitely never
Never
seen
seen it.
it.
Have you seen the Christmas Story where they say you can't get a gun, you'll shoot your eye out?
Yes, I have seen
You've
that.
actually
That
seen
movie
that?
actually, it's not good at all. That's the most overrated Christmas movie of all time.
It's the craziest Christmas movie ever.
Well, it's just not entertaining. It's just garbage.
Well, it's just
boring.
it's old, but it's good, and it'll be
dumb.
on Christmas Day for 24 hours.
Yeah.
You can watch it all day long. But my number one, in case y'all want to know, is the Santa Claus number 2. Is the best.
Did
It's
you-
so great.
Oh, is that the only one that you mentioned from that
Nope,
series?
Santa Claus 1 is 2. Santa Claus 2
So in my
is
opinion, you
1.
wasted a slot because you could just bunch them together.
Just bunch them together. Okay, let's bunch them together, and then I'm going to throw in Elf somewhere. Because it's pretty good.
I mean, Elf's pretty much on
thought you
par
said
with.
Elf.
I'm saying Elf's on par with Grinch though. So to have one and hate the other doesn't make sense.
Oh, so I'm okay with Grinch, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. The one with Jim Carrey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Tyler the Creator.
It's not bad, I guess. But
I've never even seen the cartoon one, and we
The
watched
cartoon
part of
one
it.
is-
but-
I asked you last night if you've seen it, and you said yes.
Ooh,
So you lied to me.
Lies.
I don't remember you asking me that, so I'm sure
I'm sure.
I just didn't hear the question. I just responded.
Yeah, you do that a lot.
Yeah.
I just want you to know that does nothing but get worse as you get older.
It's just easier sometimes
Well, definitely don't say huh, because they don't like when you say huh at all.
Yeah, I didn't hear, so I just threw out a response, and we both moved on happily.
Yeah. Well, nope. Until right now.
Truth comes out.
Truth comes out, and look at her. She is
I don't
fired
think,
up.
I don't think whether or not I've seen the
She's
cartoon
fired.
Grinch is gonna.
I think I've seen some of the cartoon Grinch. I think I've seen some of the Jim Carrey Grinch. I don't know that I've seen all of it.
It's good. I just don't like the voice actor for the Grinch. It doesn't sound like the Grinch. I don't know who it is, but
It's weird.
The music on the cartoon Grinch is good.
yeah.
Is it? I thought you hadn't seen it.
But I've heard the
You
music.
keep going back and forth a lot.
I've heard the music.
Either you're doing it or not.
I watched they played it twice in a row at her house last night, so I think I've pretty much seen it
It's
by
Lawson's
now.
favorite thing to
Is
watch.
it?
He loves the Grinch. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so I watched it twice in a row. I think I got most of it.
I got you. Yeah, I don't know that I'm a really big Christmas movie, guy. But I did enjoy watching.
We did watch
Santa
a
Claus
great
the other
movie
night,
the other day.
and it was good. No,
Glory Road?
great. That is a good
That
movie.
was such a good movie.
If you're talking of top 5, that's got to be a top 5 sports movie, easy. But we can have that conversation later. But Glory Road, if
Number
you've not
one
watched
miracle.
Glory Road by Disney, fantastic, really, really good. It could change your life.
I watched Hoosiers too, and I was pretty mad about it.
Clark Mosher likes the Hoosiers.
I just felt like the story didn't really make sense. All right.
Well, yeah, I don't know much about it.
What Christmas topics do you have? Because we're running out of time quickly, and
We're not running
we'd
out
like
of
to.
too much time.
Well, yeah, because we're not going over an hour because I still got to edit before we leave, and that's going to take forever.
I get that, but we still have some time. So, what is your favorite thing about Christmas?
Cold.
Cold? You really like cold? Is that it?
That's probably the worst part about it.
Yeah.
I think just being with my family.
Yeah.
If it was like exclusively Christmas time when I saw family, then I'd probably go for that. I don't want to sound like I'm just not grateful for family or whatever, but like I see them pretty often. And I don't know. There's really not much to go off of. I think I just like the vibes of Christmas.
I like the vibes.
I hate buying stuff for people. It stresses me out. The whole gift exchanging process. I could do without that part. We can get rid of that altogether.
Well, and it's not that you are stingy and don't want to give people gifts. It's just the stress of it.
Yeah. Well, and I also
It is very stressful.
don't like when people buy me stuff. It makes me feel bad.
I had to convince him to let me get him.
Yeah, I
things
told her.
for
I
him.
said, "Look, we've only been dating a month. We can skip this whole thing."
Yeah.
She wasn't on board with that. I don't know. When people buy me stuff, I feel guilty and I feel like I owe them something, and I don't like that feeling. So I'd rather people just not buy me stuff. But
I'm the other. I'm okay if you want to buy me stuff. My name is Chad, and I like presents.
well, I'm not gonna. I get over it pretty quick.
It doesn't hold him down for long.
Yeah, I think it just depends.
I've already given him 2 of his Christmas gifts because I'm the worst at keeping things from him or anybody.
So why is that? You're just excited for them to have it?
Yes.
Nice.
I got his Christmas gifts end of November, and that was really hard for me to not. He knows everything he's getting, so it's not really much of a surprise.
Wow.
Not everything. I only know about one thing that.
There's one thing that you don't. You know what it is, you just don't know what it looks like.
There you go.
I don't have any idea. I know the watch, and that's it.
You're super excited about it.
I hope you like the watch.
But I told her, I said, because she kept. I came down. I get there one time. She brought down the hat, and
Nice hat. I like it.
yeah, it's pretty quiet. And then she was like, the next time I was over there, she was like, man, I'm gonna go get another gift and bring it down. I told her, I said, if you bring down one more thing, I'm just gonna show you on my phone the pictures of everything that I've gotten you, and we'll be and thinking that it would get her to not do it so we could wait till Christmas. She ended up running up there and grabbing. I think she was
I didn't grab it because you told me that you were going to show me my gifts.
I think she was
grabbed
like,
it because I wanted to give it
but
to
I think
you.
she was just like, well, let's just flip a coin. And I was like,
And then the coin, the flip was to me not go and get it, and I was like, I'm just going to do it anyways. So I ran up there and
So
got it.
what's the point of flipping a coin if you're not going to follow the rules?
yeah. So you got to respect the coin.
I think so.
That's why I don't have a mustache right now.
If you're going to flip it, you should own
Yeah.
it. Yeah. So what are some things about Christmas you don't like?
The cold.
The cold and Christmas gifts.
Music.
Anything else? So what is it about Christmas music that you don't like?
I think it's too happy. When I hear it, my thought is nobody is that happy.
Wow.
I've never met someone that's that happy.
I listen to the same track at work, so I get kind of tired of Christmas songs.
I got you.
I wish there was like
it's on a loop.
It's the same album every single day, and it starts like December 1st. So I hear till the end of it.
I think we need more sad Christmas music. Like make a song.
Have a blue Christmas without you.
If somebody would have asked me before, like give me an opportunity to bet $1 million that you would sing that at some point during this show, I would have taken that bet.
Would you?
I've heard you sing that line probably 50 times today.
Well, that's because Grandpa sent it to us, but he sent it in the form of Porky the Pig. And so it's been in my head, not in the Porky Pig version, but in Elvis version all day long. And so sometimes when songs get stuck, it's stuck. You ever get a song stuck in your head?
All the time.
And you're like, it needs to go away. And it's not even the song. It's just like one phrase. And you do it over and over and over, and it's the same phrase and the same phrase and the same phrase. And you're like, I hate it.
It's just a few words of the song.
Yeah. And I kill it. It's terrible. 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 All right. We done?
Do you have any other? You had like 4 things you were gonna ask.
I just asked them.
That was only 2.
It's only 2.
Yeah. What else you got? We still got 15 minutes.
So if we go any deeper, we need to put out a disclaimer. We're going to talk about the magic of Christmas. And so if you have kids that are listening, you might want to turn this off now if we go any further with the way I want to go.
Go for it. Parents, got kids listening, turn it off.
Shut her down.
Kaysen, Marley, if you're listening, hop off.
We love y'all. Merry Christmas. Hope y'all have a great night. Do you have it off yet, Michaela? Hello. We'll never know. All right, so spoiler alert. Did you believe in Santa Claus when you were a kid?
Yes, I
did. What?
Hand me your phone.
Hand you my phone.
Keep going.
Yes, keep going.
Yes, I did. And we did like the whole Elf on the Shelf thing.
Oh, y'all did Elf on the Shelf. We never did Elf on the Shelf.
Elf on the Shelf is so dumb.
It wasn't like an everyday thing. It was just whenever my mom felt like doing it.
I can't stand scrolling through Facebook and seeing the parents are going way over the top with the Elf on the Shelf stuff. For some reason, it makes me mad.
Well, there's some stuff of it that they do that's very disturbing.
Yeah.
They're like messing kids
stuff.
up.
Oh, yeah.
Messing kids up. It's crazy.
I like the ones where they like draw on their kids' faces and they have them like look in the mirror. I love those.
I gotta go to school.
Yeah. I love that video. Yeah.
Gotta go to school. No. That's funny. So we never did Elf on the Shelf. I don't know why. I guess we just didn't know it, or y'all were too old, or I don't know what.
I didn't know Elf on the Shelf was a thing until we moved here.
I didn't either. I think I'd heard about it, but it was something that we just didn't ever do. Mm-hmm. We did do Santa Claus for the kids, and it was good. And listen, we're not here to start a debate. There are some people on here that say they don't want their kids to know about Santa Claus.
Well, it's pagan.
Huh?
It's a very pagan thing to do.
Absolutely. And so this is not, if you choose to do it, great. If you choose not to do it, great. Whatever. You're the parent. You raise them how you want. In our house, I don't remember Santa Claus per se when I was a kid. He was not something that I don't even, so we never received gifts, I don't think, from Santa Claus, if I remember correctly. So it was never.
I still get gifts from Santa.
Yeah, me. And I am Santa, so I believe in Santa because I'm the one in that. But so we never did, but I never felt like we did with our kids, but I never felt like it ever took away from what the main focus was and what we were trying to accomplish. So I think some people don't want to do it, and I respect that. If you don't want to do it, man, don't do it. But for us, we did it, and I think we did it well, and I think our kids got that it was make-believe and got that it was magic and got that it was fun, and it's not that big of a deal. And so I'm glad we did it with the kids. And like I said, I know there's people that don't and haven't and they won't, and that's fine. Do you remember how old you were when you found out?
I don't remember how old I was, but I do remember like going in my mom's closet and like seeing gifts on the floor and being like, I asked for that. And then I kind of just but they did eventually tell me, but I kind of knew.
I think as you get older, there just starts to be hints. There starts to be things that go, I have some questions that as you get older. And I think that's okay as you learn and discover and find that out. It's not a big deal. So how old were you when you found out?
I have no clue. I just remember I caught when I lost a tooth and I caught Mom slipping out.
That's awesome.
But because I was trying to be sneaky because I didn't want to scare off the tooth fairy, so I just slowly opened up my eyes and looked and saw it was Mom. And I remember closed my eyes, rolled back over when she left, and I couldn't even sleep. I was so mad because I was like, but my brain hadn't yet clicked that, oh, well, that means all the other ones are fake too. So I'm mad that Mom lied to me about the tooth fairy. And then the next night we were out to dinner, and I was talking to her, and I said, I want you to know I know you're the tooth fairy, and the tooth fairy is not real. And then as we're doing that, I said, wait a second, does that mean Santa's not real either? And Mom went, Santa's not real either. And I was like,
she was honest with you.
God, dude, this is
devastating.
My parents are liars.
So then that gets into the argument of what people will say is that's why you shouldn't lie to your kids. Because
it made it more fun.
Here you are, you're devastated by the fact that your mother.
Well, and here's the deal. If I knew that finding out meant the tooth fairy stopped coming, I would have. Please keep lying to me. Because now
money was good.
I stopped getting money when I lost a tooth. The tooth fairy didn't.
No, yeah,
because
it wasn't necessary.
It was like I'm kind of okay with being lied to if I get paid. Lie to me all you want.
Wow. So that's a lot. That's a lot. So. Well, I think Mom did the tooth fairy, but I really don't remember. And a lot of this could be I just don't remember. I don't remember Easter Bunny. I don't remember Christmas. It was not, but
I think the Easter Bunny was the hardest for me to believe.
I don't think
You're telling me a giant bunny?
Yeah, I don't think I ever believed that.
Funny. Well, it's funny that you don't believe that, but you believe Santa Claus. I think that's the fantastic part of it.
Well, yeah.
So that's good.
Well,
that's awesome.
I just remember being so confused because while we're at Aunt Debbie's house, they didn't have a fireplace. We did.
How's he getting in?
And I remember I asked my mom, I said, well, how does Santa get into Aunt Debbie's house? And she said, well, since they don't have a fireplace, he just goes to the front door. And I remember being so mad because it was so illogical to me that, well, then why wouldn't Santa just go through our if he has the ability to go through a front door?
Why is he going through the fireplace, man?
Why is this guy squeezing his fat self through our chimney? That doesn't make any sense at all. If you're capable of going into front doors, just do that.
That's funny.
Oh, you're being a little extra at our house for no reason.
Yeah. I mean, you go through some trouble. If you want to, just come through the front door.
Yeah.
That'll be good. But I remember we'd put y'all in bed, and then either her or I would take a bite out of the cookie and drink whatever was put out, and make it look like he had been there and leave the crumbs. And I remember one year, because one of your presents from Santa Claus was a basketball goal, and I had to wait till y'all went to bed to put that joker together. And I had to put it together in the driveway, and it was freezing cold. It's pitch black dark, and I can't see nothing. And I'm trying to put this stupid basketball to go together so that it can be put. She goes, you have to have it done in the morning before, because Santa Claus is dropping it off tonight.
And we had that goal forever.
We had that goal we
literally
just recently got rid of it. Yeah.
Had it till it had rusted apart and was falling over.
Yep.
We had a goal, too, that I asked for Christmas, and we had it for a long time.
Yeah. No, I think that was one of the best gifts that we got because we really used it. I mean, we used it a lot. We played a lot of – I remember Keagan and his buddies would come over to the house, and they would play basketball out there for hours at the house, for hours. Then they go inside, eat, play some video games, and then come back outside and play basketball. But they played – so that was a really, really good gift that Santa brought that I had to put together at midnight. And then, of course, you go to bed. And here's the crazy thing about our kids. Our kids never got up super early to open up presents. There's many times Tracy would come in and wake me up. She goes, they're still in bed. I go, good, let them sleep. She goes, no, let's get going. I'm like, so she'd wake everybody up. All right, it's time for presents, and y'all were like, it was never one of those where y'all were standing at the door at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Because you had told us, like, hey, if you're up and moving too much, Santa will take the presents back.
I don't remember that.
My parents said that too.
You said
really?
if
just stay in bed.
Because I told you, I was like, well, I'm going to go to my room, but I'm not really going to go to bed, and then I'm going to set an alarm on my iPod, and at 5 a.m. I'm going to be out there. And you said, well, if you're you're out and about that early, he's going to take all the presents back. And I was like, oh, dang, I didn't think about
Stay
that.
in bed.
So this Santa guy's clever. So,
How did he go to every house and he's standing there waiting to make sure I'm behaving?
This guy's crazy.
It's incredible. It's incredible what that guy does.
I was like, sure.
Well, Santa Claus was Tracy and Chad Holsey at our house, and we loved the make believe, and it was fun. But we never lied. As soon as they asked, "Is Santa Claus real?" Tracy was very honest. Of course, that's who we went to talk to, and she said he is not. And so I think as long as it's. But here's that. I think people use like Elf on the Shelf and Santa Claus as a vicious thing, so they can make a TikTok, so they can make a video, and I don't think that's good. I don't think right now one of the big things is to have the Grinch show up at their house and throw all the presents in a big box or in a bag and steal them, and then kids are crying and freaking out. And I'm like, I don't think that's healthy. I don't think that's a good thing. So that I don't know. I don't know why people do that, and I don't know why there was a time when they threw cheese on babies' faces. I don't understand that.
That one I can get behind.
No, I can't.
I thought that was funny.
I like it's awful.
I did it to
Or
Haley.
cracking eggs on kids' heads. That was awful.
That one I don't like. I don't think you should be hitting a kid, but
Yeah, with an egg.
the cheese is funny. It doesn't hurt them.
The cheese is terrible.
It's just funny.
And that's a waste of good cheese.
Kraft singles are some
They're the best
dang
cheese.
good cheese, man.
Yeah, so good. So good. So, all right. Is there anything else?
Oh,
Anything else about Christmas?
you had one more question. It was favorite gift you ever received. I thought
what
was
is
a
the
good
favorite
question.
gift? The most favorite gift you've ever received?
I'm gonna break mine up into like as a young kid
Yeah, that's fine.
and like more recent times because
Gotcha.
they're obviously very
you can
different.
Do that. So where are you
I
at,
think
Emma
as
Grace?
a kid, it was probably a trampoline.
Gotcha.
I loved my trampoline.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
We got a trampoline.
You do yours as a kid, what I think.
The thing I was most excited about as a kid was when y'all got me the Nintendo DSi, the Pokemon edition, and it came with the black versus white Pokemon game.
Yes.
That was so much fun.
Yeah.
And I've put in a lot of time into that Pokemon game and the other games that came with it. I remember before bed, and I don't know if I got that iPod for Christmas if it was a hand-me-down from Haley, but that I was also pretty hyped about too. But more recent times, my favorite would be either when y'all got me that set of golf clubs or the shotgun or the 9mm. Those were all very, very exciting. I think for some reason, like now, 9mm is my favorite out of all of those.
Yeah.
But I think like in the moment, like opening up, what I was like the most excited about was the golf clubs.
Yeah.
It was for some reason like the last thing I was expecting. And so when I opened it up and it was like a full set of golf clubs, I was like, man, dude, this rocks.
Awesome.
Oh, this is so great.
Yeah.
Because I think I had just started playing golf and I was using your like ancient Big Bertha set.
Whoa.
And it was so old that, I don't know, just a hideous bag, by the way.
Hey.
That's an ugly bag.
So you want to know how long I've had that bag? My Uncle Ricky gave me that bag like 20 years ago. That's how old that bag is.
And it looks it.
Hey, that's rude.
Yeah.
So, what is your Youth King? Did you think of a gift?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
It is hard.
It's kind of hard.
tell you
I remember as a kid. Can I tell you mine? As a kid, Mom. It was just one Christmas. All the gifts. It was back in '83 when G.I. Joe came out with their trucks and their Jeeps and their helicopters and I got a helicopter, a couple of Jeeps, a bunch of the characters, the big truck, and I still have the big truck and all the characters, all the soldiers from 1983. I still have them, and I still have all the weapons, still have all the helmets, all the gear that came with them, and that to me was like so crazy. I don't know what store she robbed or what she had to do to get that, but man, what a crazy Christmas that was to get all. That was probably as a kid one of the coolest gifts, if you will, that I ever got. I mean, it was. Of course, my mom, I don't know how she did it, but she always came in big for a single mom who didn't have any money. She always came in big. So with some really good stuff. So
do you think of it?
Mm-mm.
Sweet. Well, yeah, we're coming up on an hour here. Y'all want to wrap it? Anything else y'all want to get off y'all's chests?
Well, I feel good. I appreciate Emma Grace coming on today, wherever we're at.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Well, hey guys, thanks for listening. Real quick, we can go over those comments we had. Charles Bufford commented on our last, said great show. Hey, Charles, thank you. Thank you for listening. We're happy to have you.
Yeah, thank you. I didn't even know he was listening.
Yeah,
so
and upon further review, let me tell you, Notre Dame would have put up a much better game than Tulane or JMU. So I'm on your side with that.
Yeah, Charles, we'd much rather have seen Notre Dame play than...
Charles, you should also admit, not bowling, kind of lame. Anyways, you can pull up... If you open up your phone, it'll be Grandpa's comment.
Grandpa's comment. Let's see what Grandpa had to say. This is not my grandpa. This is my father-in-law. He loves me dearly. Really?
What?
You just said it over the whole world.
I'll cut it out.
No, you won't. Pat Buckles. He says this. My Christmas songs. Oh, Holy Night. Mary, Did You Know? Please Come Home for Christmas by the Eagles. I'm cool with the Eagles. And You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. Of course, that is one that he would like. Wonderful Christmas Time is not the Beatles. It's solo Paul McCartney, and I hate it. And I am with Grandpa on that. I hate that song. If you're looking for number one Christmas song that I hate, it is Paul McCartney's Wonderful Christmas Time. It is terrible. So me and my father-in-law, we
it's just
agree.
Lazy writing. I think it had potential to be something better, but
we agree completely on that.
Yeah. But thanks for listening. If you want to drop a comment about those movies, if you want to comment whether or not Die Hard is a Christmas movie, let us know.
It is.
In the comments below. Totally. Thanks again to Emma Grace for joining us today. This episode is going to be coming out tonight, Sunday night. So sorry about that, but I'm also not sorry. Anyways, y'all have a good one. We'll see y'all next week.
Merry Christmas!